Back children, today we are going to discuss few questions of exercise 8.1 which are based on trigonometric ratios. That means the simplest question we are dealing with. Let's see the first question. Here it is given, in triangle ABC right angled at B. So first of all I need to draw the diagram because diagram is not given to you here, but all the things are given. It is right angled at B. That means this place is fixed. It is right angled at B. Now you can take A, B and C over here. It is given that AB equal to 24. That means this is 24 centimeter and BC equal to 7 centimeter. Determine sine A. That means at A your theta is placed. So this is your theta. Now before doing anything you need to fix the positions of perpendicular and base. Here this is your 90 degree. That means opposite to it will lie hypotenuse. This is my theta, so opposite to it will lie perpendicular and the leftover side will be your base. Okay. Now you know that sine A is what? Perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Sine A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So what is your perpendicular? Perpendicular side is BC. So perpendicular is BC. What is your hypotenuse? This is AC. So I will be writing it as AC. Now what is your length of BC? Length of BC is given to me as 7 centimeter. Okay, but what about AC? AC is not given to me. I will be finding out by the help of Pythagoras theorem. So I can apply Pythagoras theorem over here that AC will be equal to under root. That means h square equal to, if you are writing h square, but since I need to find out AC and not AC square, that's why I will be taking it as AC equal to under root 24 square plus 7 square. So get the answer by squaring and adding it. You can pause the video and can see the solution. So here I have calculated AC as 25 centimeter. So my AC is 25 centimeter. Centimeter and centimeter gone. So I'll just get 7 by 25. That means sine A will be 7 by 25. Next is given to you as find cos C. That means your theta is not given here, but your theta is placed here now. So if this is your theta, you know opposite to theta, perpendicular will lie. That means this will be your perpendicular, this will be your perpendicular and this will be your base. Hypotenuse will remain at this position only because it lies always opposite to 90 degree. Now if I want to find out cos C, I need to remember that ratio of which two sides gives me cos C. So I told you to remember it by Pandit Badri Prasad. So for Badri, B for Badri, her, that means B by H. So B by H will give you cos C. And what is your base over here? Now first of all, before doing anything, I have fixed my perpendicular base and hypotenuse, and then also I am going here to find out my cos C. So what is your base? Base is now BC, and what is your hypotenuse? It is your AC, and BC is given to you as 7 and AC, which you have already calculated, is 25. So in both the cases the answer is coming out to be same. Okay. Let's see the next question. Here it is given, find 10p minus cot R. This is the diagram given to us. So if I want to find out 10p, that means my theta is placed over here. So I will be first of all fix my positions of hypotenuse, perpendicular and base. So this is 90, this will be your hypotenuse, this is theta, so this will be your p, and the rest, that means the leftover side will be your base. Now I want to calculate 10p. 10p is what? Perpendicular upon base minus cot R. Here the angle are not same. Yes, the formula for it will be B by P. But when I am taking 10p, then my base and perpendicular will be these. So here perpendicular is what? QR upon base is what? PQ minus. Now when you are taking cot R, that means you are placing this theta here. That means opposite to theta it should lie perpendicular, and here it should be your base. So for both, when the thetas are different, when the angles are different, then you have to change the positions of perpendicular and base. So here it is B by P. Now what is your B? It is QR. And what is your P? This is your PQ. Now children, here you can see this is QR upon PQ minus QR upon PQ, which gives me directly value as 0. Or if you want to find out the values, you can always find out. Here in this case, QR will be, you will be applying Pythagoras theorem here. So QR will be equal to under root 13 square minus 12 square, which will give you 169 minus 144, which is equal to under root 25, which is equal to 5. So your QR is 5. So I can write in place of QR, and PQ is given to you 12 minus 5 by 12, which is equal to 0. Right? Let's see this question, children. I have changed a little bit this question because this is given in your NCERT in some another form, and I have changed it in some another form so that with the help of this question you can do your next question. If your question is given like this, it is given to you as 4 sin A equal to 3. Then you always first find out the value of sin A. So here sin A will be equal to 3 by 4, and you know sin A is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. That means this is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Now you draw a right angle triangle. Say this is, no right angle is fixed, but here it is given A. That means if I am taking it as ABC, then say this is your perpendicular and your theta is placed over here. That means this is your hypotenuse, this is your perpendicular, and this is your base. Okay. Now you know it is P by H. So whenever you are taking the ratios of sides, that means this is given to you in simplest form. So if you are marking it on your right angle triangle, then your perpendicular will be taken as 3 into some multiple. That means 3 into K. And your H will be 4 into K. Why, children, I have taken this K? Because here it is given in your simplest form. That means it has been cut by a certain table, but that table I don't know. That's why I have written K for that table. So it should always be taken as 3 into K whenever you are taking the ratio. Although this K and K will cancel if you will place it here, but still, since this is in simplest form, that's why I don't know by which table it has been cut. That's why for that table I have taken K. Now here it is given find cos A. So you know cos A. You have already placed perpendicular and base. We are talking about angle A only. So here cos A will be B by H. Remember the formula? Pandit, Badri, Prasad, Har Bole. So here B by H. So what is your B over here? This is your BC. What is your H? Your H is AC. Now your BC is 3K and your AC is 4K. So this and this gone. So here it will be 3 by 4. And sorry children, here I have mistaken. What is your B? Your base is AB. So here it will be AB. Here it will be AB. So first of all, I need to find out AB because I know this is 4K, this is 3K, but I don't know anything about AB. So first of all, I'll find out length of AB. So AB is your perpendicular. So AB will be given to you as, always use Pythagoras theorem over here. It will be AC square minus BC square. That means 4K square minus 3K square, which will give you 16K square minus 9K square. Here you can take K square common. So K will come out, and here 16 minus 9 will be root 7. So it will be root 7K. So here your AB is root 7K and your AC is 4K. K and K gone. So your cos A is, your value of cos A is root 7 by 4. Similarly, you can find out the value of 10A. When it is asked 10A, you know that it is perpendicular upon base. So what is your perpendicular? Since the angle is same, A and A, that's why I need not to change the positions of perpendicular and base. What is your perpendicular? Here it is BC. And what is your base? Base is your AB. So perpendicular value is 3K and your base is, just now you have calculated AB is root 7 into K. So K and K gone. So this is 3 by root 7. So this is the value of cos A, and 10A is equal to 3 by root 7. This is the ratio of two sides for 10A. Let's solve this question, children. Here it is given, if angle A and B are acute angles, that means your A is your acute angle and B is acute angle. That means it is right angled at C. First of all, we need to frame the diagram. A and B are acute angles, that means less than 90. So these are the two angles which are less than 90. That means it is a triangle right angled at C, such that cos A equal to cos B. That means cos A equal to cos B. Here the angles are differently marked. That means once I have to take my theta over here. So when theta is over here, you have to take cos A. So first of all, you will be placing your perpendicular and base. So opposite to your C, it will be your hypotenuse, and here it is given cos A, that means theta is over here. So this will be your perpendicular and this will be your base. So when it is given to you cos A equal to cos B, and you need to find out, then show that angle A equal to angle B. So when you are taking cos A means base by hypotenuse. So what is your base over here? It is AC. And what is your hypotenuse? It is AB. But cos B is again base by hypotenuse. But since my theta is changed from A to B, so I will be marking the positions of perpendicular and base differently. So here it is cos B. That means my theta is placed over here. So subsequently, opposite to theta, it will be perpendicular and this will be your base. So again, your cos B is base by hypotenuse. So what is your base over here? It is BC. And what is your hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is your AB only. Okay. Now children, here you see, let's check out our first thing, cos A. When this is the thing when theta is placed at angle P. If theta is placed over here, then this will be your perpendicular and this will be your base. And you know cos A is base upon hypotenuse. So what is your base over here? This is your AC. So I have written AC and your hypotenuse equal to BC. That means if I take theta over here, then this will be your perpendicular and this will be your base. So this is BC by AB. Now here AB and AB are gone and AC equal to BC. That means this side is coming out to be this side. When two sides are equal, then it is an isosceles triangle. And you know, if these two sides are equal, then these two angles will again be equal. That means here I can say AC equal to BC, which proves that triangle ABC is an right angled isosceles triangle. Right angle isosceles triangle. Hence angle A will be equal to angle B. Now if these two sides are equal, these two angles will also be equal. That means angle A equal to angle B. Hence true. Let's see the next question, children. Here it is given, if cot theta equal to 7 by 8, evaluate 1 plus n. You are given with the value of cot theta, and in the question you need the value of sin theta and cos theta. So I will be calculating the value of sin theta and cos theta by using this. You know what is your cot theta? Cot theta is reciprocal of tan theta, and your tan theta is given, and your tan theta, you know, it is perpendicular upon base. So your cot theta will be base upon perpendicular, just reciprocal of this. And you also know that your tan theta is sin theta by cos theta, or this cot theta can be written as cos theta by sin theta, which is equal to B upon P, and whose value is given to you as 7 by 8. That means your cos theta can be taken as 7K and your sine theta can be taken as 8k. So here you will be taking it as, say, cos theta equal to 7k and sine theta equal to 8k. So here you can take it as 1 plus what is your sine theta, or you can do one more thing, children. Here you know that sine theta can be written as sine theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. So here you know B and you know P. You want to calculate H. P value you know it is 8k. What about H? So I will be applying my Pythagoras theorem to find out H. So what will be my H? H will be equal to P square plus B square, that is 8 square plus 7 square, which gives me 64 plus 49, which is equal to 113. So my H is 113. So here your perpendicular is what? Your perpendicular is given to you as 8k. So I can write 8k here. And what is your H? Your H is root 113k. Children, in the previous question I explained you that why I am putting this k. Because your question given is in the simplest form. That means it cannot be cut by any of the table now. That's why I am putting k over here. So this is the value of sine theta. Let's find out the value of cos theta. Cos theta is, you know, it is base upon hypotenuse, and you know the value of base. Base is your 7k and your hypotenuse is what? Just now you have calculated. So this is root 13k. Now you have to just put these values in the given question. This is a plus b, a minus b formula. So simply I can write it as 1 minus sine square theta, which gives me a square minus b square 1. So here it is again 1 plus cos theta, a minus cos theta, which can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. You can simply apply or put the values of sine theta. So sine theta here it is 1 minus sine square theta means square of this. So it will be 8 into 8 will be 64. K and K will go. So this will be just 113 whole upon 1 minus cos. And cos will be 7 upon this. So it will be 49 upon, this is square. So I am taking it square, 113. Simplified further, take the LCM as 113. So it will be 113 minus 64 whole upon 113 minus 49 upon 113. So this 113 and 113 gone, just subtract it. So 113 minus 64 would give you, it is not visible I think, let's do it here again. So I am doing it here. So it will be 113 minus 64 upon 113 whole upon 113 minus 49 whole upon 113. This and this gone. Subtract them. So 13 minus 4 is 9. This is 4 whole upon this minus will give you 64. So 49 by 64 is the value of this arrow.